Hey man, I want you to join me for a full recording session in Pro Tools. Oh, what's up, audio engineers, producers, artists, whoever you are. I'm Wavy Wayne from Wavy.com. This channel is all about helping you to record and mix better and faster. Today, we're going to be having a full recording session in Pro Tools. So now, let's go ahead and jump into it, man. All right, so now y'all see my Pro Tools session, right? It's blank as hell. Ain't nothing going on in this session. It's not inspiring me to get started. It's not saying, yo, do this. So I got a fix for y'all, man. I've actually created some session templates to make the starting process of a mix or a recording session a whole lot more engaging, intuitive, and fun for you, okay? These are my session templates that you can get on wavywayne.com. Now, since I already started this session, I'm going to use a little method in Pro Tools that I learned by taking my Pro Tools certification course called Import Session Data. To do this, I just go up to File, choose Import Session Data. What this is going to allow me to do is to import entire tracks from another Pro Tools session, okay, or even a template. So in this case, I got this template right here that I've just made. Matter of fact, I don't even want to use that template, man. We want to go to a whole nother template. Let me see, man. Let's use my new Gunna template, right? So I'm gonna just go to the PTXT and open up the template file, and you can see all of the different tracks that I have available to me to actually import from this Gunna template. So I'm gonna select those tracks, hit OK. Pro Tools is gonna take a little second to do its thing, but when it's done, I'm gonna have a session with tracks that already have effects on it and everything that I need to start recording. Matter of fact, I think she done now, she ready. So let's take a look. In this session now, instead of just having a blank session, I have a designated place to put my beat and everything that I need on the beat track, like the trim to actually knock off some of that loudness of that beat, because we know it's going to be limited and everything, and we going to need some headroom for our actual vocals and other effects that we want to add. Hey man, I want to give a big shout out to Mackie for sponsoring this video. They make studio gear that's built like a tank, and right now we have a giveaway going on that you can enter to win some amazing prizes. If it's still going on, you can click the link down in the description below to enter. I got a track made specifically to record to. I also got a lead vocal track that I can drag and drop stuff down on and duplicate as many times as I want to throughout this session. All right, so the only thing now that I need to do is actually go ahead and get my beat in here. So I'm gonna go and find a beat file. It's gonna be super easy for me right now because all I gotta do is drag and drop this beat from my Finder directly into my Pro Tools session and bring it up to the beginning to make sure that it's accurate. All right, now one thing I am going to also do to make sure that my time-based effects, if you notice, I have delay and reverb in this session, a couple of different delays and reverbs, to make sure that those time-based effects are working in conjunction with the tempo of the music. I want to find out the session's tempo and also lock it into my Pro Tools session. I use a method called Identify Beat, which I'll leave a link to the tutorial on how y'all can do that. But today I don't want to take forever. I'm just going to go ahead and find the tempo using Identify Beat real quick. So never mind me. If you need to learn this method, make sure you click on that Identify Beat tutorial. All right, before I even get that though, I need to put on my headphones, man, because I need to make sure that the sounds ain't bleeding from the speakers into the microphone. And by using these Wavy 1 studio isolating headphones, these headphones, right, they actually attenuate 33.4 dB of sound from coming into the headphones and also escaping out, giving me the ability to turn this up a lot louder and not risk the music bleeding off into my microphone, giving me a cleaner recording, an ideal situation to actually start mixing after I get done. So you can pick you up a pair of these on wavywayne.com as well. So I'm putting my headphones on, all right, and I'm gonna make sure my speakers are muted. Basically, to find the beat, I'm gonna just do this Identify Beat method. You can watch, follow along, or skip to the next part of this video. But if you need to learn this method, make sure that you click on that link down in the description. All right. 2, 2, 3, 4. All right, cool. So the first part of that just starts off with me making a 2-bar selection, and I'm just zooming in to tighten it up. Yes, I know I'm moving fast because this ain't what this video is about, man. All right, cool. So I got my selection. I'm pretty confident in it. Bing, bing, bing. All right, cool. So the tempo is going to be 80 beats per minute. I'm going to go ahead and lock that in. I hope y'all take the time out to learn that method. Now that I got my tempo locked in, the next thing that I want to do, since I am going to be using auto-tune during this recording session, is that I want to make sure that I got the right key in. That's one of the first things that I always do. Since I'm using Auto-Tune Pro and I got this auto key, if you got the Auto-Tune Unlimited, you get auto key as well. If you want to get this, I actually have an affiliate link down in the description too. But basically with auto key, all you gotta do is put that on there, and I put this on most of my templates that use auto tune, so it'll already be inserted on your beat track. But while that's on that beat track, all I gotta do is play the beat, and as the beat is playing, auto tune is listening for the key. Once the key has been detected, I just hit the send to auto-tune button. Once that thing blink, now if I open up my auto-tune button, you see E minor, that's the key that was detected. I'm really ready to start recording at this point, right? I am gonna do one more thing though. I want to use quick punch mode. I'm gonna show y'all how to punch in during the session, because my I ain't really write this. I'm sure I'm not gonna go full through one take Jake it, so it's probably gonna need to be punch. So to do that, basically a punch is where I can record a part of it and then let that part play and then add more to the recording at any part, or change any part of the recording at any time. So I'm gonna go up to the options menu and make sure that quick punch is enabled, and you'll see that little P on my record button. I'm pushing P. All right, so now let's go ahead and record enable our track. Before we do that, we need to make sure we got the right input, because it didn't look like we were. All right, now I got my track record enabled. Now I can hear myself. I'm gonna check one more thing. Let's actually take that off record enable for a minute. I'm gonna go to the setup menu and choose playback engine. So one other important thing is that we don't want to experience too much latency while we are actually recording. And what latency is the time for basically me to speak into the microphone, for it to be processed inside of my Pro Tools session and then come back to my headphones. All that takes time. And the higher that my hardware buffer size is set, the longer that time will be. So I like to work at a hardware buffer size at about 128 samples to give me enough processing power to run the plugins that I have in this session, but also reduce the latency low enough that I won't experience it, and I'll be able to get my performance out. If you need to learn more about the hardware buffer size and Pro Tools and all of that, make sure y'all sign up for my Pro Tools certification course. It will teach you everything you need to know about using this software. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit okay. Bet. Now I'm ready to record latency free, baby. All right, bet. So like I said, bear with me, because I don't know what might happen here. Let's get it. Yeah. Oh. All right now. All right now. We on a go. We on the go and a tour. We on the road. We on the go. We on the go. This is my victory lap. I'm gonna relapse. All right, I got it. I know it didn't sound like I did, but I did. Hey, this is my victory lap. Addicted to win and relapse. This is my gold medal. Let me hear that. This is my victory lap. Addicted to win and relapse. This is my victory lap. I'ma do it again. Addicted to win and relapse. I need the shades. This is my victory lap. Addicted to win and relapse. Yeah. This is my victory lap. Addicted to win and relapse. We on a victory lap. I think I need to say that. We on a victory lap. Addicted to win and relapse. Yeah. We on a victory lap, addicted to win and relapse. All of the niggas get lapped. The competition get lapped. Victory lap, addicted to win and relapse. All the competition get lapped. All the competition get lapped. All right, I think I like that. Well, let me see. Can I take that and then bring that down there? Yeah, am I that cold? Win and relapse. All the competition get lapped. We on a victory lap, addicted to win and relapse. All the competition get lapped. All right, and I'm gonna just come back with my first line again. I'm gonna punch in. Win and relapse. All the competition get lapped. We on a victory. We on a victory lap. We on a victory lap. Win and relapse. All the competition get lapped. We on a victory lap. Yeah. All right, let's hear that. We on a victory lap, addicted to win and relapse. All the competition get lapped. We on a victory lap. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna take that. Yeah, off of that, but I can live with that. Y'all get what I'm going there. Let's see what kind of ad libs I can do. Oh. Let me take this off record. So basically when I'm done recording, I basically select all of these clips that I just recorded and I'm gonna bring them down to the lead vocal track that has further processing. Let's hear what this sounds like now with the further processing from this Gunna template. We on a victory lap, addicted to win and relapse. All the competition get lapped. We on a victory. Oh, that's hard. That sounds good, man. If you ain't get this template yet, you better get it right now before I pull it down. Try to keep my secret sauce to myself. Let's get it. Let's put some ad libs or something. Yeah, got it. We on a victory lap. We winning. Addicted to win and relapse. We winning. All the competition getting lapped. We winning. We on a victory. We already won. Ooh, let me hear that. We on a victory lap. We winning. Addicted to win and relapse. We winning. All the competition getting lapped. We winning. We on a victory lap. We already won. I just want to do that last. Competition getting lapped. We winning. We on a victory lap. We already won. Yeah. Victory lap. We already won. All right. Oh, now I need some bars. I bet. So now, since there's no specific track for ad-libs built into this session, but it's all good. What I'm going to do is duplicate this lead vocal track. You could just right click on that nameplate and go down to duplicate. From here, I don't want the active playlist. That'll keep these same clips on there. So we're going to take that off and we'll just uncheck these first three options. We don't need any of those. So I'm going to hit OK. All right. And now let's bring this ad-lib track down to this new track that we just made to keep our recording track clean whenever we need to do some more latency-free recording. OK. And what I'm going to do to spice this up is actually I'm just going to insert another plugin on here. Let me actually name it libs, change the name of it. I'm gonna put another plugin, a plugin that I like to use. Actually, it's called the Duo. It's an Antares plugin. It actually comes if you have Auto Tune Unlimited. But yeah, this Duo basically takes a mono signal and turns it into stereo like a doubler, right? So let's hear what this is going to do to my ad libs. We on a victory lap. We winning. Addicted to win and relapse. We winning. All the competition getting lapped. We winning. We on a victory lap. We already won. Yeah. And then I'm gonna just turn up some of my effects. So instead of the parallel on this one, I'm gonna go quarter note, quarter note delay. And then we're going to turn up some reverb. So the dope thing is that these effects, these templates that you can download right now, they're fully customizable. You can make them work for whatever your situation is. So let's hear what we got.
We on a victory lap, addicted to win and relapse. All the competition getting loud. We on a victory lap. We already won.
Listen, man, you already won. I'm Wavy Wayne from WavyWayne.com. I hope you have found this tutorial to be helpful. Make sure you visit the website so you can cop this easy to use recording and mix